What's up guys, Epic Turtle Boss here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to tail whip on a scooter. If you're a beginner scooterer, you've probably seen a video of someone jumping and doing like 5, 6, 7 tail whips, and then you've thought, wow, if they can do those many, I can probably do one. I mean, how hard could it be? So you take your scooter, you go outside, so learning to tail whip isn't as easy as it looks. But I mean, it's not that hard. All you gotta do is find a good tutorial and then just practice. So I saw a lot of tutorials on YouTube of people learning how to tail whip, but I feel like they didn't all cover all of the steps that it takes to learn how to tail whip. I mean, it seems like such a simple trick when the pros do it, but really, if you haven't scooted for a long time, it's pretty hard. So today I'm gonna show you the right way to learn how to tail whip. So the first thing you'll need is a decent scooter, pretty much a scooter where if you whip it around, it's able to do this pretty decently fast. If it can't, if the headset is too tight, that can't be good, because I mean, since I used to ride a weird scooter that wasn't quite as good as this, and the headset didn't turn very well, it was much harder for me to tail whip. And once I got this scooter, it's not the best scooter in the world, but it's pretty good, and it's good enough that the headset can rotate like a boss. I just hit my foot. So the headset can rotate pretty good so that I can actually do a tail whip a lot easier. So now on to actually how to do a tail whip. So the first thing you're gonna do is practice the 3 components of doing a tail whip. It's people beating nails. This is the problem with living in a public place. So the 3 components of doing a tail whip are kicking it with your foot, like this, whipping the deck around with your hands, like this, and catching the scooter with your feet, like this. So I'm going to show you how to do those 3. So to practice kicking the deck out with your feet, which is how you start the tail whip, you're going to want to get a little bit of momentum riding. And whichever way you are standing, so I'm regular, so I stand like this. If you're goofy, you'd stand like this. So, I mean, that feels really weird because I'm not goofy, but anyway, so whichever way you're going to want to do a tail whip to the way that your heels are pointing. So I ride regular, so I'm going to tail whip this way. If you ride goofy, you'd obviously tail whip this way. So how you're going to practice is get a little bit of momentum, and you're going to step off with your front foot and kick the back and catch it with your same foot. So obviously if you're goofy, this is going to be hard, but you're going to do this and kick the back and catch it. How to practice whipping the deck, you're going to do the same thing, get the momentum, step off, kick it, except after you kick it, you're going to just keep spinning it around with your hands. So you're going to go like this, then just keep spinning it around with your hands. Then once you can get pretty good at that and you can spin it around fast enough, you need a combination of those to get the scooter around and back under your feet by the time you hit the ground. The third step obviously is when you get so that you can actually kick the scooter all the way around, but you still miss it and you still can't be able to put your feet on it. The third thing is catching it. So once you can whip the scooter around, you need to be able to get your feet together and catch the grip tape and land it down. So how you're going to practice that is you're just going to be able to do a bunny hop, but instead of jumping with your scooter like this, you're going to jump. So now once you've practiced all those things enough, you're going to just go out and try it. So you're going to get out some speed, kick, spin, catch, just like that. So you're not going to be able to do it like that the first time. It took me forever, but you're just going to keep trying. So mostly you can just kick, spin. You're probably going to get to like there, but you just keep practicing and I promise you'll get it. The first time I tried to tail whip, I was able to get it about this far. So don't get discouraged when you can't do it, because that's the main thing why people have a hard time tail whipping, is because they get discouraged. Because it took me about 4 months of just repeatedly practicing and practicing. So don't get discouraged. And even if it seems like you're not getting anywhere, I promise you are. You're getting closer and closer to tail whip every time you try, because your body will get better at doing the motions, and as long as you keep practicing it right as I'm teaching you, you'll eventually get it. So just keep practicing, and eventually what you're gonna do, you're gonna roll, kick, spin, catch. And that's all it is, a tail whip. So it pretty much gets more simple and easy as you do it. So that addresses most of the problems that I had with tail whipping. And the main thing that you guys have to remember is don't get discouraged when you can't do it, because it's gonna take a lot of practice for you to get good at a tail whip. Every time you practice, you're getting better, even though it seems like that's what discouraged me. is that it seems like I'm not getting any closer every time I mess up, but I promise you, you are. Every single time that you mess up a tail whip, your body's doing the motion one more time and it gets you a little bit closer to being able to do it. And I just kept practicing for like hours and hours, and then one day I landed it, and that's how I learned how to tail whip. So it's really not that hard. You just need to follow the steps I gave you and practice, practice, practice. If you actually care about learning to tail whip, you gotta practice. It's not just a thing that you're gonna be able to do. And don't get discouraged if you can't do it, because it's hard, and there's a lot of people that want to learn how to do it. So that's pretty much all there is to it, but there's one more thing that will help some of you, and for some of you it won't, is do it off a small ramp, such as a little roll up to a driveway. I'm sure most of you guys have that, maybe out in your front yard, or you're, in front of your house like I am. You go off rolling up a driveway, and it gives you a little more extra air so that you can get tail whipped around. So it gives you that little boost, and that's how I practice it. I went off here, and then once I got good enough at it, I could do it flat. So that might help some of you, and for some of you, just doing it flat will be the best solution. If this helped you, please like the video and tell me in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped, and I hope you learn how to tail whip and have fun scootering. Thank you guys for watching, and like if you enjoyed, and please subscribe. Bye.